Today I'm going to show you the daily maintenance items for the stump grinder. This is something you'll do at the beginning of the day here at the facility, and it should take 5 to 10 minutes. It's pretty simple. We start here with the fuel reservoir. We want to check fuel levels. If you're fueling the machine every day, this should not be a problem, but do a quick visual check. Make sure you have enough diesel for the day, or gasoline if it's a different kind of machine. Next, we follow the fuel line to the fuel filter. Give it a quick check. Make sure it looks okay, it's not coming loose. Next to the fuel reservoir, we have the hydraulic fluid reservoir. You may be tempted to open the cap and have a look inside. And if you look inside, you'll think the fluid levels are okay, but there's actually a metal plate that rests near the top of the machine that will fool you. You have to check the indicator on the side. This is where we check hydraulic fluid. You should see liquid in the window like you see here now. Next, we'll follow the reservoir through the rest of the system. So we'll take a quick look at the hydraulic fluid filter, make sure it's not loose. And then we want to visually inspect the hydraulic fluid hoses for any kind of damage. This is a good example right here. We've got a little wear and tear happening, probably from these hoses rubbing against each other, like this. This is fine now, but we'll want to keep an eye on it. When metal starts becoming very apparent, we'll probably want to call to get this fixed. Check the rest of your hoses. There are some hoses back here. There are hoses underneath the engine. There also are hoses underneath the machine. Just make sure you check all of them. Visual inspection is fine. Next, we want to pull the dipstick out to check the oil. So every machine will be different, but on this machine, the dipstick is located right here. Make sure the machine is level when you check the oil. This is something that is often problematic for the stump grinding operation, because a lot of times the stump grinder will be on a trailer, or maybe the engine won't be level, but you need to make sure your engine is level. And we look here, it's on the indicator plate, that's perfect. Oil is just fine. If we needed to add some oil, we could add it here. We could also add it here. While we're looking at the engine, we need to have a look at the air filter. Every single day, we're going to clean it. To clean it, you can simply pull it out, tap it against the side of the machine, or if it's really dirty, get a blower, blow it off. Don't use an air compressor, it'll damage the air filter, but a blower is okay. Also, go ahead and pull out the inner filter for a quick visual, make sure it's not dirty. From here, we move to the back of the machine, to the cutter wheel. On the cutter wheel, we are doing a visual inspection of our teeth and our bolts. So we want to spin the wheel around. We want to check our teeth for whether or not they're sharp. Check bolts for damage, that kind of stuff. Do a full 360-degree rotation. While you're here, give this a shake side to side. We are wanting to see if there's any independent movement of the wheel from the assembly. There should be no play here. If there's any play, could be a big problem. It could indicate that our cutter bearings are wearing. The last two pieces of this daily check involve 360-degree walkthrough. We're going to check for loose bolts, and we're going to check for electrical wiring. So as we go through, we'll break this into two parts. First, we'll check bolt tightness. Just grab random bolts. Check and make sure they're not loose. And I want to let you know, for the sake of this video, we've taken these bolts out. Normally there will be bolts here. Whatever you can find, just put your finger on it, give it a quick twist. Make sure there's nothing strange going on. We're looking for anything that's loose that might indicate a bigger problem or may simply need to be tightened. So go the full 360 degrees around the machine. Lastly, we'll check the electrical wiring. So we've got wiring all around the machine. We're looking for corrosion or damage, anything that looks like it might need to be addressed, loose wires. Just give everything a visual inspection. Put your fingers on them just to see if there's anything weird. We've got more electrical components on this side. All right, and that is the quick tutorial on how to do your daily maintenance. When you get good at this, 5 minutes tops is all it should take.